Let it rain.
Oh,
Clear it out.
really? You just
Y'all, we was having some technical difficulties trying to get logged into this. Okay.
oh.
And we here. All right. So thank
Talk
God we
about
made it. Never
dedication.
would have made it. Thank you, Jesus. All right. Welcome to Faith Over Everything's We View Wednesday, where we are reviewing reality TV. Okay. I am one half of your host. My name is Angela Suggs.
And I am Jasmine Suggs.
And we here, y'all. Okay. So we are going to jump right into it. We are reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta. We are on season 15, episode 12, titled Sex, Lies, and Video Phones. This is your first time here. We do a scene by scene breakdown, and the episode starts off. It's kind of doing like a little montage. It's showing that Candy is getting up to leave, to head back home because I know she was only here for 2 seconds. Because that baby,
Literally.
that baby dedicated. That baby was up at 4:35 in the a.m.
Mm,
Okay, getting ready to head to
mm.
the airport. But yeah, so she gets ready. We officially enter into day 3. Monietta comes to visit Kenya in her room, and apparently, when all the mayhem was going on the night before, Candy had called Kenya about Drew and saying that she didn't kiss that girl or whatever. In the confessional, Kenya says that she did see Drew kissing Latoya. And I'm like,
Kenya, you wasn't there.
not even that, but it's like, I don't know how somebody can have the audacity to do something in front of people and then just be like, I ain't do that. Whether Kenya was there or not, like, it
Kenya
was
was
other
not
people
there.
there. No. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, well, no. Because later on in the episode where they talk about it, we'll talk about it later. But later in
Okay.
the episode when they talked about it, they did show her coming back down the stairs. Now, they don't mean that she was there for the festivities, but we don't know. We don't know what Kenya saw.
We
Okay,
don't. We don't. But this,
she was in the same house.
that's true.
Mm.
True. I know you seen me on the video.
I know you heard. I know. Listen, we ain't see you on the video, Drew, but it was alleged. Okay, alleged. But I'm just saying. But outside of Kenya,
Oh.
just get Kenya out the. Candy was in the room. Marlo was in the room. Cynthia was in the room. Like people were there. Like you. It's not like it was
Yeah.
just
It's
you and
not like we
Latoya.
was looking in the window, like trying to see, like, did they really do it? No, I was physically
Yes,
there and I
you and
physically
Latoya was
saw
not.
you kiss
Yes, y'all was not
her.
in the corner by yourselves, in a room by yourselves. Y'all was in a room full of people, and then did what you did, and then tried to turn around and say you didn't do it. Now I wasn't there, so I don't know if you did it or not. And the video cameras wasn't taping, so I don't know. But I really don't think that everybody else would be lying on you. Like,
Like for what? Like what would they get out of it though?
girl, who knows? But
Like
anywho,
who? Like for real though? Like I was really shocked that she would think that Candy, out of all people, would lie about that. Like Candy, that's not even. That's probably not even freaky to her. Like that's probably nothing.
girl,
That's
that's
probably like,
basic.
girl, right? Like, girl,
I kissed the girl and I liked it. She probably wrote that song for when they ended up
right?
dating. Like, girl, I kissed it and I liked it. Yeah,
I
that's what I
wouldn't be
did. That's
surprised.
basic. Girl, like that showed the clip of her on the dungeon talking to Cynthia, how she was talking to Cynthia.
Yeah, I was like,
I
and then she
forgot all
went
about
down. I
that.
was like, I forgot. Like, no, Candy,
Exactly.
stop
Like,
it.
I forgot. I was trying to burn that out of my
Look,
brain.
up.
Like, you can't make me unsee what I saw. You
Okay.
can't.
Now that I cannot. Like I tried to ignore it, but it just keep on popping back in. I was like, I forgot she was. And Cynthia just sat there and let her do it. I'm like,
Girl. But I mean, but that's the thing though. Like, kissing a girl is not something that I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, she kissed her. Like, girl, I mean, not me, but I
girl,
mean, like you said, I can't see Candy taking that and running with it because that's a
that's
minor offense
girl, right.
in
That ain't nothing.
the Candy Dungeon world. Okay. um, Monietta lets it be known that Marlo took video footage of Drew denying the kiss and sent the footage to Latoya. Now I'm gonna tell you, when this scene was playing out, I was confused. Like, wait, what's going on? What is
Girl,
who?
you can ask Aaron. I rewinded it like 3 or 4 times. I said, wait, I'm confused of what's happening right now.
Because
It
I
was so
thought when they
dumb.
said, when they was talking about Marlo recording a video, I thought they said Marlo recorded the Bolo night.
The kiss.
Yes.
Me too. That's why I was like, okay, well, that's a done deal. Like she got it on video. So now why are we talking
Yes.
about it? Why are we discussing it?
Girl.
But
Then they
no.
kept talking about it, and then it was like, oh wait, no, she recorded Drew talk. I think that eventually it showed, like she recorded Drew talking about how she didn't kiss her. I had to go back and revise my notes because I said Marlo recorded Bolo night and she sent the video to Latoya, and I was like, wait, no, that wasn't Bolo night. That was just last
Last
night's
night.
shenanigans. Shenanigans. It was last night's shenanigans. She recorded it in the moment and sent it to
Mhm.
Toya in the moment. Like, girl, this is what Drew's saying. Whatever. So she took the video of Drew, sent it to Latoya. Latoya then took it and sent it to Drew. And then Drew called Latoya, but we couldn't hear the conversation. I was like, they what? I was confused because she was like, it was and did we kiss? And did we did it? Girl, we can't hear Latoya. We don't know. I don't know what Latoya said.
She probably couldn't even hear Latoya. The way that she was yelling, like nobody knows what's really going on right now. Like I don't understand why it became this. Like y'all was having a good night.
Girl, we talking about a kiss. Like I then look from 3,000 years ago. Like I don't. So then this is
Not
all what
BC.
Moyetta is telling Kenya. So then she said then Latoya called Candy saying that she wanted to clear her name. So I guess now she's saying it didn't happen too. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. I'm Confucius. I'm confused.
Girl.
I am confusion. That's what I couldn't even get all the words. I'm Confucius, confused, confusion. I am that. That's me. That is us because she confused too.
Oh, I'm definitely all the way confused. Like I don't understand.
You confused. She confused. I don't know which way I got to point when I'm
Oh
talking about you
gosh.
because it be
Y'all know who she talking about. Me.
she
She is me.
confused. She confused too. Um. So then we go over to Marlo and Sonya. They're getting ready. Marlo said that she does not want to catch Drew in a lie, but she is good at recording things. And if Toya is now saying that it didn't happen, then Drew must have paid her. And she ain't mad at her because she a hustler. Gotta get there. Gotta
That
get your
baby said
paper.
she got some cash. She cash apped her. I said,
Okay.
"What, Marlo? What is you talking about? I ain't mad at that. She a hustler. Toya's a hustler.
I ain't mad at that. Listen, she gotta get her
The only
money.
one that got their panties in a bunch is the one that kissed the girl or allegedly kissed
That
Toya.
didn't kiss
Because
the girl.
everybody else is just like, okay,
Girl, it's not because it's like it's not that serious. You make it into a bigger thing than it needs to be. If you didn't kiss her,
right.
all you gotta do is just like, I didn't kiss that girl. Whatever.
Hmm.
Furthermore, I will say I ended up watching some of Candy speak on it because I was like, I need to watch some. I need to get some information because. So Candy said because I guess people were blaming her for just even having the conversation or whatever else, and she was like, actually she didn't even bring up the conversation. She said what happened was they were sitting around having girls talk, whatever, dancing, just having girls night type of stuff. And then somehow it came up, like, has I think somebody asked, like, has anybody ever had a girl on girl experience or whatever else. So Candy was like, admitted, like, of course she did, whatever. And she was like, well, let me just say me. I know ain't nobody else going to admit to it, whatever. But, y'all know I did. And I guess Monietta must have said she did too. And she was basically saying the same thing, like nobody else would admit to it. And so then they left alone. She said, but then Sonya was like, wait a minute, Drew, didn't you have an experience? Or, basically, not Monietta, Sonya called Drew out and was
Hmm.
like, didn't you do, whatever, whatever. And then she was like, nah. And then Katie was like, wait, you and Latoya had kids, or whatever. Somehow it came out like that, where it was like, she didn't bring it up because she was like, I
Hmm.
didn't bring it up. It was, whatever. So, whatevs. I watched it, but I couldn't watch it all because I felt like, I thought they were going to, like, kind of do the same thing, break down the episode, talk about different stuff. But I only watched like maybe 15, 20 minutes of it. It was her
Hmm.
and some girl, and they was just harping on the, like, Drew situation, and like nothing new of it was being said, whatever.
Hmm.
And then I kind of got I ain't gonna say I got turned. Well, I did get turned off, but like the girl that was with her was talking about how women naturally, not naturally, scientifically, women scientifically are attracted to other women or something like that. And Candy was like, "Really? Like where you get that from, or where you learn that from?" And she was like, "Google." And I was like,
Goodbye.
"Girl, yeah, let me." Because I was waiting to hear some scientific facts. Because you was like, scientifically, women are, are attracted to other women, and I was like, "That's an interesting fact." And she was like, "Where you learn that from?" And that baby said, "Google." And I said, "Girl, goodbye." Like,
Okay.
anywho, but
Okay,
yes,
girl.
so that was that. So then we go to Marlo and Sonya, whatever. Oh yeah, so we're saying that she recorded the stuff, and she think Toya might have been paid off. So now we are with Sheree and Drew. They meet downstairs in a little lobby area. What you laughing at?
The Sheree.
What she did that made
Her
you laugh?
confessions.
Oh, when she so okay, so Sheree and Drew meet. Drew feels like Marlo is not really her friend because she recorded her during what she felt like was a girls' night in a safe space. What Sheree has said. You remember what she
Girl, we
said?
on a reality show.
She said, I don't know how you're going to be mad you was recording it and you on a reality TV
A
show.
whole reality show where cameras follow you everywhere you go. Like, I don't understand. Listen, so you think Drew is lying? Yeah, everybody knows you lying.
No, we ain't even get to that place. We ain't even
Oh,
get
I'm
to that
sorry. I'm
part.
sorry. I'm
They
sorry.
had a whole conversation. They had more than that. But that was just so funny. That baby said, "Girl, you on a whole reality TV show." But not, mind y'all, she didn't say this to Drew. She just said this in her confessional. Like,
Oh my gosh. I was like, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, you don't think she your friend just because she had an extra camera? Like, that's
girl.
really what she had, an extra camera. Like,
I mean,
because
in
you're,
Drew's defense, production that shut down. So I.
girl. But there was
Anywho.
not, like, there's nothing deep about what you were talking about. Like, it didn't, it's
Mm-hmm.
not like I put it on the blogs. I literally sent it to the girl that you said y'all
Exactly.
didn't
That's
kiss. You know what I'm saying?
the girl, the other girl in question. I sent
You're
it to the other
right.
girl.
Right. So she can
You the
know.
girl. That's the other girl. Like, send it to the other girl. Like,
Oh,
okay.
Jesus.
Sheree goes on to tell Drew, like, well, Candy called Kenya and Shamia, to
Oh, she called
verify.
Shamia too?
That's what Sheree said. She said she called Kenya and Shamia to
Candy, like,
verify what
listen, what y'all
happened.
ain't finna do is lie about.
Listen, and that's when Drew was like, "Well, Kenya wasn't even at the party, whatever." And then that's when they showed Kenya
Like,
going
but
up the stairs, and then they showed her coming down the stairs. It did show her kind of looking over to see, like, and I feel like even that season, she said she seen some stuff when she came down to do
now
something.
I do remember Kenya said that she was like, I seen
Yeah,
some stuff that I don't, or something like I don't know if I should have seen, or something. It was like
yeah, I
y'all
think
had a
she
wild
said
night or
something.
something.
Because I
So
mean, if you
you know what?
upstairs
That might be true. She might
if you
she
upstairs
might
with
have
your
some.
baby and you hear everybody downstairs, woo, woo, no, you like, what is going on down there? So
And then
I
you
mean,
so happen go down there and you see two girls all like,
oh, let me go back
okay,
upstairs with
let
my
me go back
baby.
upstairs with my baby.
Ain't nobody got time for this.
They ain't doing nothing that I need to do. I ain't doing that.
Exactly. Like, never mind.
Oh,
So yeah,
mm,
so Drew said that she is now looking at everybody with a side eye. And then she said that Candy usually says things that are truthful, but in this instance, she lying on her. What she got to lie on you?
like,
Like,
what does she have that you have? Like, what is it that she needs from you? What
girl,
kind of glory
well,
will she get out of this?
Sheree asked, "Why do you think she is doing this?" Drew said, "Because I think she got me in this movie. I think she trying to warm me up to the idea of kissing a
Girl,
girl."
if she need to warm you up, she gonna use her candy coated night stuff when you on set. She ain't gonna use this little thing that was 14 years ago. And
Girl, I
she
think
didn't
she
pick
trying.
you. Todd picked you. Todd
I
picked
think
you.
but I think she trying to use me to warm me up. She just trying to do this to warm me up to the idea of kissing a girl.
Oh,
I think that's what
that's
she.
what it
Even
is.
though you already accept you took the role, knowing you were going to kiss a girl. So I don't have to warm you up to anything. This is what I would do if I wasn't sure if you were going to take the role. Let me remind you of what you've done. You didn't already did before. Girl, you
That's
already got the
true.
role. So why do
That's
I
true.
don't gotta do anything. Like you said, if I'm
That's
gonna do
true.
anything, it'll be on set to get you in the mood. You know, maybe have a girl come in there and dance for you or something. I don't know. I don't do that stuff. Yuck.
That's
But
true though.
I mean, it just don't make sense. The producer, that's when the producer asked Sheree, do you
Oh.
think Drew is lying? And she said, we all know Drew's a liar. It was just Sheree just be saying stuff. So we all know Drew was a liar. Like I don't know. And Sheree wasn't even there for that stuff, bolo stuff. But
She
that baby,
wasn't, but she knows she lying.
exactly. Like girl. So then we get started on our excursion for the day. We are going to a sound bath, which is a place I guess you go for mental clarity and relaxation. On the
Mm-hmm.
way there, they're on the bus. Kenya said someone asked her, like, how are you feeling? What happened at the doctor? What was your diagnosis? And she said her diagnosis was trauma. And I was confused. Like, I don't know. I was just confused.
Trauma from what? From the
From when she
fall?
fell. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying the trauma came from what? From the fall? Like she was traumatized because she fell? Like she never fell before in life? Oh, I'm just confused.
I was confused by the diagnosis. I was like, oh, it's trauma.
Didn't
Okay.
nobody diagnose her? She went to the urgent care in Portugal. They didn't diagnose her. They gave her some pills to make sure. Well, they looked to see, make sure she didn't break nothing, and then they gave her some pills, some Vicodin or something, to make sure you
But
go.
I guess they saying her fall was caused by trauma.
No, it was caused by clumsy. You didn't look to see, trying to hurry up and run. You was already late.
Well,
You was
Courtney
walking
said
too
that
fast.
it's not trauma, it's drama. She was like, Kenya should have been diagnosed with drama, or she's drama, or whatever.
Drama queen.
Then apparently we learned on the bus that Monietta used to be a rapper.
Back in the 1900s.
Girl, Julia, you know I'll never make a fool of ya. Nah, but Sheree said that she should stick to dancing. That baby, that baby was like,
But I was like, Kenya, why would you have that girl rap that'll make you feel better? To do what? To laugh? Like you I like Monietta. Like, don't do that to her.
I like Monietta too, but I mean, baby, I don't know, maybe
I'm
I don't
glad
know.
that she didn't just make that up. Because at first I thought she was really like trying to throw bars, and I was like,
Let me
okay.
clear. It wasn't horrible, but
It was not necessary.
she's not. Yeah, that part. That part. Okay. Anywho, then they end up having to get into another van. They split into two different vans. Cause I
Which
was
looked
like,
like the
what?
same van.
But it was two different. No, it was different vans.
I know they
Like,
were two different vans, but it just looked like, I mean, just go slower around the curves. Like I didn't understand.
because I think maybe the Splinter was too big and it couldn't go. But I don't understand why those two vans just didn't come get them from the beginning.
In the
Like, why?
beginning,
Why we got to take this to do whatever?
girl,
Anywho, um, what is it? It says Drew. So Drew, Kenya, and Monietta are in one van together. Drew feels like Courtney's energy is off. Monietta had told Kenya earlier that the night before, the women, which would have been Sonya, Marlo, and Sheree, were warning Courtney about Drew or whatever else. So then they were asking Drew, like, oh, how's everything going? And she was like, oh, how's everything with you and Courtney? And she was like, she felt like Courtney's energy was off. They had like a little brief encounter earlier, but that was really it. So, okay, kind of setting that scene up for later in the episode. So we get to the sound bath. During the sound bath, they're laying there. They're making noises, nice little soothing noises, allegedly supposed to be soothing, I guess.
I would have got irritated. Would you not have? I mean, I don't do that type of stuff, but I just feel like I would get annoyed with all that noise. Like if it's supposed to be like me calming and doing all of this other stuff, and you up there doing the adum. Sorry, I'm trying to go to sleep. Like I don't know if I'm supposed to be going to sleep,
Supposed to be
but
sleep.
oh, never mind. See, this is why I don't do it.
See, I don't do it either, but I know you ain't supposed to be sleep. Okay.
I will.
But during the sound bath, they do go into each person's individual experiences or individual thoughts. Sheree is having thoughts on, of course, her family and this healing journey that she's on.
Mm-hmm.
Sonya is thinking about her family and how to mend her sisterhood.
Mm-hmm.
Drew is thinking about her marriage. Kenya is thinking about Brooklyn and wanting to have another baby. And Marlo is thinking about Scotty. Okay, that baby was like, my man, my man, my man. Okay, like I'm thinking about Scotty and how to go back and something about some food too. She wanted him to make her some food. So
Mm-hmm. She gonna eat.
that's what was on her mind. So then they get up, talk about their experiences. Drew said, I saw my husband and my children, and it was like they were waiting for me. Marlo said in her confessional, "Girl, Ralph is not waiting for you. That man, that man is in
He said
Vegas.
everything that we've been saying.
That
Everything that
man
we've
is
been
in
saying.
Vegas on the strip with some girls." But it was
No,
so
with
funny
the girl. The
with the
girl.
girl. You're right, with the girl. She was like, "That man, Ralph ain't thinking about you.
Ain't thinking about you.
Ralph ain't waiting on you. Ralph ain't thinking about you. Ralph ain't waiting on you, girl. Like, why you about that?"
Oh, poor
Kenya
baby.
has some tearful reaction. Sheree asked her, is everything okay? She said she don't want to talk about it right now. But then when she leaving, she ended up talking to the sound bath lady. I was like, so you gonna talk to
Like
her?
she care. Like she don't know you. She don't care.
But it was crazy because she's like, can I ask you a question? And then she proceeded to not ask her a question. She was like, can I ask you a question? And she was just like, yeah, I just feel like I could do so much for this world, but my daughter, she's so special. And I just feel like I don't know what I did to deserve her. Girl, where is the question?
The
Question.
question was, am I crazy? She was like, yes.
Now I
Yes,
do.
you
Now
are.
I will give Sonya. Her name is not Sonya. Wrong person. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, Sonya. We ain't talking about you. I will give Kenya some grace because I can see her being. Because she mentioned, like, she doesn't know after the mom that she had,
Mhm.
whatever. She's, just trying to cherish her daughter and love on her daughter the way that, I mean, she didn't say this, but essentially the way that she wasn't loved on as a child,
Mhm.
whatever. So I can get it. You're just kind of feeling like, dang, as a child you was treated a certain way, so she probably already feels like, there's some issues of worth that are
Mhm.
there because she said, what did she do to deserve Brooklyn, whatever. And
Mhm.
so it's like, girl, I mean, you paying it forward. You got your baby. You showing her a better life. You showing her what love is. You showing her how to be a great mother. Like, you just keep doing
Mhm.
what you're doing. With all of that, she feels like she wants to give. She wants to be able to give her daughter a sibling. Is essentially what they may be dealing with. Um, Marlo, in the words of Jasmine, said that was the best sleep she ever had. Jasmine ain't said that, but that's what Jasmine would have been talking about when she left the sound bath. Ooh, that was the best sleep. Mm,
I said I was thinking about that sleep that I had in that sound bath. It was
that,
a lot. It was a lot of sound, but the bath part was very relaxing.
not the bad part. Said, there was some relaxation in there. That was nice. That was nice. So we leave the sound bath. We go to lunch, which is on the sound bath premises. They bring up the night before and how much fun it was until it wasn't. And then Marlo mentions how she
Oh.
recorded and sent the video to Latoya to let her know that Drew was lying. Um, and then Drew was like, "Girl, why are you so invested?" Whatever. So that already to me is kind of like guilty. Like,
Exactly. Because invested in what? Telling the truth? Yes. All day, every day, I'm invested in telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
well, that's basically what she said. She said, "Well, we got a liar in the group that sit in your face and lie." I mean, we got to figure it out, baby. Is she lying or is she not lying?
Okay. And she a
I
good
need to
liar
know.
because Marlo, she was like, well, 80%, I think she did kiss the girl.
But the other 20%, Drew lies. She acts so good. I just don't know. Like, I just. So let me ask Toya. Let me ask Toya.
Because she's the other one.
Girl. So then Drew said it was between me and Candy. So why did you insert yourself? And then she started going off on Marlo. Like told her, don't worry about her. Worry about your case. Worry about getting your case expunged and the dead follicles that she can't get to grow back on her edges. Like, girl,
Oof.
like, why is you
Just go right below the belt, like below
why
the
you going
belt.
so
We just talking
hard?
about a kiss, and you talking about her edges and everything else.
You
Like,
worry about getting your case expunged. How about that? How about you worry about getting them dead follicles on your head removed? Okay. How about or getting them to grow back? How about that? Like, why you so angry?
I'll
Why
be
you so
like, okay,
angry?
I worry about that, but you still kiss that girl.
I'm 80% sure you did it, okay, girl? I'm
I'm
80%.
100% sure that I got a case out here that needs to be expunged. Courtney's going to take care of that.
I'm
I'm going to
80% sure
get
you kissed that
Kenyan
girl.
hair's care. Kenya's hair care. I'm going to get that to grow my edges back. And
Oh, she ain't getting
then
no Kenya Moore hair care.
she should support her.
She know, Marlo is not gonna get no Kenya product. Anywho, so then the ladies end up chiming in and stop the drama by doing whatever the little sound bath chant that they was doing. I don't remember what the words was. Something about love and I don't know.
Overwhelmed. Oh no, love.
Love
Okay,
is
yep.
around me or something. Love. I don't know. Whatever they was, they
Love
started saying,
overcomes.
"Girl, we don't know something."
Okay. I tried, girl. I'm like, love
Girl, what you
overcomes.
got?
Love never fails.
We
Love.
gonna make it up, okay? For the purpose of this episode, it's gonna be love overcome me. I don't know, okay? Love is all around me. That's what we gonna say. Love is all around me is
Oh,
what they said, but that's not what they said. But that's what we gonna say they said. So they
right.
started chanting that to get the girls to stop arguing, and they stopped. Then Kenya decides to ask Courtney if she wants to talk to Drew about what the lady spoke to her about the night before. So then Courtney was like, no, because I can listen to everybody and basically their opinions. And at the end of it, be accountable for myself. Like, whatever. Like I could draw conclusions from what I want to draw conclusions from, basically, is what she's saying. Ain't enough for me to go tell Drew. So
Mm.
then Moyetta chimes in and tells the ladies that she felt like she was witnessing a collusion when their ladies were talking against Drew the night before. So then Kenya, because Drew don't know what's going on, whatever, because Monietta didn't told Kenya about it, and the girls had the discussion the night before, but Drew don't know nothing. So Kenya decides she gonna let Drew know that they was talking about her before she could even get past. They were talking about you. Courtney was like, "Girl, were you there?" And I was like, "You know what, Courtney? I like that about you. Okay. I like that about you. Because why is the one person who was not present
Mm-mm.
saying anything?
Mm-mm.
Like,
She did the same thing when they was in Alabama. She was trying to give the whole thing. Drew felt that she
between
was
her and Marlo, Drew and
girl.
Marlo,
You
and
weren't
Drew not there.
there.
Like, girl, why is you
Ooh,
talking?
a
So
mess.
she was like, girl, was you there? And Kenya said, calm down. Courtney said, no, you calm down because you weren't there. Kenya said, shut up. Shut up so we can so shut up so we can hear or whatever. And then Courtney was like, and if I don't, what you gonna do about it? Like, so then Kenya was like, you want me to put some boxing gloves on and fight you?
I'm like,
Girl,
girl, where the boxing gloves come from? You don't know how to just regularly, like, you don't regular fight. You don't just use your regular fist. Why you need,
no, Kenya
wait,
don't fight. Who she didn't fought? Who Kenya has ever fought?
girl, nobody.
Girl, absolutely. That baby don't know how to fight. Whenever she hear fight, she think boxing gloves, and she gonna get put in the ring, and she gonna get paid for that. Cause they do celebrity boxing. That's what she thinking of. She thinking of celebrity boxing. Girl, no, I'm thinking about we from Atlanta. Let's fight. Okay, that's what Courtney on. Um,
Oh my
Courtney
god.
said you wasn't there. You busted your butt, and you was in the hospital. I said, oh, why she gotta come
Busted her
here?
butt though.
You busted your butt and you was in the hospital. Okay, you was laid up on somebody's hospital bed. You was not present for the festivity. So why are you talking to us?
Mm.
So then Sheree gets upset because the ladies are arguing, and it's embarrassing.
It is.
Okay,
It really is.
y'all are embarrassing.
Y'all too old. Y'all too old for this. Like I know y'all on the reality show, but y'all really like acting like for real, tit for tat, and all of this other stuff. Like there's no purpose. Like stop talking, both of y'all.
This is really dumb. For real.
For real.
For real. So then everybody gets up. Drew pulls Courtney aside and lets her know to be careful of Marlo. Everybody warning Courtney, everybody. Courtney watch Drew, Courtney watch Marlo, Courtney watch such and such. Girl, whatever. The bus ride home was quiet.
Quiet like a mug. I was like, dang, ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
They just all quiet. So then we get back to the hotel. Kenya, Monyetta, Sheree, and Drew meet up. Kenya is talking about what happened with her and Courtney and said that what I was saying had nothing to do with her. This is what she said. What I was saying had nothing to do with her, as in Courtney. She says, I was saying what Marlo said to her. Her is Courtney. About you, referring to Drew. Girl, what you saying had everything to do with her. Like, you're telling me what Marlo told her, and you weren't even there. You weren't present for what Marlo told her.
Not
But
at
the
all.
her was present and called you out and said you wasn't even there, and you got the nerve to be mad at the her that you're talking
That you were talking
referring
about.
to. You try to tell me what they told my cousin, and my cousin is sitting right here, and you asked my cousin, did she want to tell me? And she said no, because ain't nothing to tell. Like, listen, at the end of the day, I mean, in that respect, I respect Courtney, and it's like I'm gonna make my own assumptions. Like, you can tell me whoever you want to tell me about somebody, but just because you tell me that don't mean I'm gonna run with it and be like, oh no, I can't be her friend no more because such and such said don't trust her. Like, no, I'm gonna continue my relationship with them, and then once they show me that they are who you said they was, then okay, I can be done with them. But I'm not gonna run and tell her y'all don't like each other. That ain't
Not
got
at
nothing
all.
to do. You want, like, Courtney, she probably is a little messy when she want to be, but
She is.
she ain't trying to be messy in this moment, baby.
She
I'm
not.
just trying to get. I'm trying to get my peach. Okay, I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to get in with people. Okay, I don't know who I want to make friends with. Okay, I came in. I started drumming with the head honcho. Okay, I got my face on the screen. Here I am. Now I'm trying to make nice with her. Okay, I'm
I
trying to
see
be
she ain't
nice to
going nowhere.
everybody. Exactly. I got my cousin over here, but I don't know if she gonna make it because she going through a divorce. Well, not she, because that ain't my cousin. Her husband is my cousin, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it. That might not be. I was trying to hedge my bet, but now that's going a little wrong. So now I need to make sure I got friends. Okay, I like her.
Secure
I
the
like
bag,
her.
boo. Secure the bag.
Yes, I gotta make sure. What you know, my dudes have me out here looking crazy, but I'm like, girl,
Mm-mm.
can you shut up? Like, how you gonna tell somebody not to get involved in something that's about them? Like, I wasn't talking about her. She inserted herself. Like, girl, be quiet. So then we have Marlo, Sonya, and Courtney that meet up, and Marlo, I'm sorry, Sonya said she doesn't like how Monyetta went back and told Kenya that they were colluding. That word was getting them, y'all. That colluding word, they was like, we was not in collusion. We was not colluding. We was not. Marlo says, now this is where I got confused. Because Marlo said, yeah, because if we were, this was in her confessional. If we were colluding, we would be ganging up on Drew. But we are Courtney's friend, and we trying to protect Courtney. I'm like, but y'all trying to protect Courtney
From
by
her
ganging
cousin
up on
Drew.
Drew. So y'all was in collusion. Like Monyetta said. You said if we were colluded, we would gang up on Drew. But we wasn't ganging up on Drew. We trying to be Courtney's friend. We just let her know about Drew. Okay, girl.
Hanging up on her.
We was
Woo,
just telling her about it.
child.
We wasn't in collusion. We go to dinner. At dinner, they begin to discuss their Christmas plans. Drew says that they are going to spend Christmas in the Bahamas, and that her first time going out of the country was after her and Ralph had got married. Kenya asked, "Are they still doing counseling?" And she says she's still going, but Ralph has taken a pause. Um, so it's like that's unfortunate, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, nothing wrong with doing self counseling. That's great, but if we do a couples counseling and I'm at a couple by myself, like that's not.
And I'm not coming. Like, no, that's not
In her
couples
confessional,
therapy.
yeah, in her confessional, she said that he is that she is sad that he is not continuing to do the work because their problems are not going to go away. Like they're just
Mm-hmm.
not going to go away, and that hopefully he'll return to counseling. Well,
Crickets,
guess he
crickets.
did not. Look, if you know current present day, I believe they are in divorce proceedings. So that's unfortunate. I don't. They're
Mm-hmm.
not divorced yet. Not to my knowledge. So
Well,
maybe
hey, it could be safe.
exactly. Maybe they'll go to counseling. Maybe they got court ordered counseling before they can get divorced. Maybe they'll work it out. Okay,
Mm.
let's work it out, baby.
We
Okay.
pray.
Kenya asked, "Has anyone checked in on Candy?" Moyetta says she spoke to her during her layover. And then Sheree asked if she was still upset, if Candy was still upset. And Moyetta said, well, she's confused, but she's waiting for a time where they can discuss it again. And she spoke to Latoya, who said that Marlo told her her reasoning for sending the video was to show her how Drew really feels about her. Marlo was like, yeah, whatever. And they all seemed confused. I was like, why is y'all confused? Like, why did y'all
Yeah,
think
I
Marlo
ain't. They was like,
was
"Oh,
there?
you omitted that part," and I was like, "Well, what? Why else would she think? Why else would you think that she was sending her the video?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was confused. Like, what?
Unless we missed something. Like maybe we the ones that's the problem. Maybe maybe we missed the
That's
conversation.
what
Maybe
I'm
they
telling y'all.
edited.
That whole first scene, the text, the back and forth, I was confusion. So maybe
Oh,
I don't,
maybe I
but
missed it, but
I
I
don't.
didn't get it. I was like, that's the whole reasoning of her sending the video to her. Like, this is what Drew's saying about you.
Yes. Like, I don't, and I felt like that's what she had said earlier. Like, I sent the video to show Toya when they was at the little. Oh, now I got to go back. She said she mentioned that she recorded the video and sent it to Latoya to let her know that Drew was lying. Like, to let her know, like, oh, Drew lied about the kiss. Is that
That's
not the same
that's
thing
telling
as
that's telling her about her. That's I
like,
mean,
girl?
I think that's what the same thing. I thought that's what they meant, but hey, maybe it's us, girl. It's us. Don't worry about it.
I guess because I was like, but I guess showing her that Drew was a liar is different from showing her or telling her how Drew really feels about her. That is different. But I mean, but it's still the
But it
same.
was the whole thing though. It was just like
I don't know. I don't know. I
okay,
don't know. It
let's
was
go
just
to the
dumb.
next.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Marlo said, yeah, I did. That's why I did it. And because Toya has always had nice things to say about Drew. So, or I'm not gonna say always, because they was not cool at first. But I know they were still like friends. Like, 'cause remember they didn't like each other like that at first. So I don't.
I don't even remember Toya like that.
Well, Toya has said nice things about Drew, so I just sent it so that she could see how Drew really feels. Sonya lets Moneta know that she feels a way about how she took the information back to Kenya and said that there was a collusion. Moneta ends up apologizing, and that if anybody was offended with the wording, Marlo said, I apologize as well. Somewhere, okay, also the issue, I didn't write it down because I was like, it's too much. Within this whole issue as well, when Marlo was recording, Moneta was recording as well. Moneta had recorded some video footage. But the difference between Marlo and Moneta apparently is Moneta, when they had said, we don't want no recordings, or, like basically whoever recording stopped recording, she stopped recording and then she didn't send it to nobody.
But
Whatever.
did she delete it?
No, she probably didn't
Okay,
delete
so then it's just the same thing that Marlo did. You just didn't have Toya number to send it to her.
it. Girl, you just didn't have nothing to do with the video footage. I guess.
Exactly.
Look, I
Yes.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, But I think even Onyeda had said, like, in her confessional, I mean, she was like, I mean, we on a reality TV show, like, you know, stuff's the recording stop. I don't know why. I forgot what she said, but and I think on Speak On It, Candy said that the footage that we did see of them arguing, that was from Marlo's phone.
Oh.
So that's why it looked like that. It was like, what kind of camera? So yeah, so so Moyetta ended up apologizing. Marlo said, I apologize as well for breaking the trust, as well for breaking that trust. And then she was like, but I do, she was like, she's talking to Drew, and she said she apologized for breaking the trust. She was like, but I just want to know who was lying. Like who was lying? I mean, I'm sorry I broke the trust. I did the video. I sorry I did that. I did that. Okay, I take. But baby, I need to know. So who was lying? Like, is it you or is it Kitty? Like who she didn't say that, but that's what she asking. Like, you said somebody lied. Drew said, worry about your legal affairs. Worry about your legal affairs, your legal affairs, and can you pass a drug test? Whatever. I was like, wait, what? What are we
Like, where
talking
did
about?
drug part come from? Like, is she known for doing drugs?
I just know she was known for going to jail. That's it.
Right. I knew y'all kept on talking about how she slid. And that's what I be really confused about. If y'all known that she went to jail for cutting somebody's face, why
Why
y'all
y'all
keep
keep
messing with
charging her?
her? Like, y'all want her to go back? Like, obviously, you know she's about that life. Like,
No, they know that she's reformed. Okay, she has been
okay,
rehabilitated,
listen.
and they not scared.
Some people sometimes you go back to Egypt.
Listen, let me
I'm
go
trying to
ahead.
say in Canaan, but y'all pulling me through. Y'all pulling me back to Egypt, and
Listen, that
Moses
old
ain't over
that.
there to part the Red Sea. I'm going.
I'm gonna say, "Ooh, I'm trying, Lord. I'm trying not to let my old self come back out,
Okay,
Father. But I'm about to take
listen.
off this new man, okay?
Okay, new man. Hold on, just a 1 second.
Let me just hang you up for a second. You be right
You
there. You'll
need
be
to
so
be
pretty.
washed. You need to be washed. Let me
You'll be so
wash you.
pretty.
That
Let me
baby
go back
said you
over here.
so
Let me
pretty.
go back over here and do a little something. I'll be back. I'll be back. Put my new man on when they be like, Marlo, I didn't do that. That was not me. I didn't. Not me. I would never do that. I would never. Now, Latoya, ain't that her real
Oh
name? Latoya, Latoya, she might do that.
my god,
Okay.
Latoya about that life. Marlo
But
is
not
not.
Marlo. She is reformed. She is a muntie. Okay. I don't know what you thought. Take care of my
Oh
nephews.
Jesus.
Anywho, Sheree said, let's stop with the insults. Marlo said, no, let's keep them coming. The insults be really pushing me, you know. They push me. And Monietta was like, well, Marlo, remember what your life coach has taught you. You know, you talked to her the other day, you had a good conversation. And Marlo said, I think I have been doing really great. I've been called all kinds of names. I don't care. Karma is a B word. And that is why people have bad things happen to them. So then Moyetta was like, well, what you said? Someone the other day said that Kenya's fall was karma. And then Sheree was like, who brought that to your attention? Moyetta was like, Drew did. I said, oh Lord. I immediately was
Wait,
like,
so Drew told on her cousin?
girl, yes. That's the thing that I immediately was like, so you and Courtney had this conversation. And then you went and told
See,
these
that's
you
why they told him you better watch Drew. That's why they
why
had
she
the
just they gotta
collusion.
watch everybody. Ain't nobody on this cast.
They really ain't.
Like, girl, what don't even make sense? So, but then when she said Drew did, Drew was like, you had said it at the table at lunch. Like you at the table at lunch, you had said it. And then Courtney was like, I didn't say her fall was karma. I said karma is real. And I really want them to play the footage back because I feel like you did say that, but okay, whatever. We talked about that last week. Kenya was like, well, whatever, to make fun of someone that had a fall that they might not have gotten up from.
Girl, so
Kenya.
dramatic. Like, everybody fell before. Like, girl, stop it.
But on top of that, this was after you, like they seen you was all right. You got up. You was up.
He got up.
You you was up, and they
You
wheeled
got
you.
to the
Well,
ambulance.
you
You was.
wasn't in the ambulance yet, but you had got up,
Oh
and
yeah.
they walked you. But either way it go, like, girl, you was up.
You
You got
wasn't
up from that.
dead. You wasn't dead. That's
You
the.
got up from that fall. But anyway, to make fun of someone that had a fall that they might not have gotten up from, and say something as horrific as it's karma, tells me that you are heartless and that you have no empathy. I was like, that's horrific to you. That's horrific. Like, girl, I was
She is I don't know. She's always
girl.
been like this stuff, so I can't even say she acted brand new, but she always was the people she always was the character, the person
Oh,
to
definitely.
dish
I
it
mean,
out and won't and can't take it back in. So it's just like, you know what?
mm-mm.
It is what it is.
But just saying that somebody said that your fall was karma, that is not horrific. I mean, if that's just how they feel, that's how they feel. Like, okay, they
Right.
believe
Because
karma is
technically
real.
that's how she feel. Like you keep messing with me and
Yes.
now you hit the
Look what
floor.
happened to you
You hit the
twice.
corner.
You are
Hit
on the
the
cement.
corner.
Like, not hit the ground. So
Say,
then
get down low, hit the floor.
hit the floor. Hit the floor. Get down low and hit the floor. That's what she did, okay? Baby.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not laughing at her that she fell because I am not horrific
No,
and I am not a heartless person, okay?
you are horrific. Why are you laughing over there begging fun of her talking about she hitting the corn? You are horrific, okay?
Oh, Jesus.
And you are heartless and you have no empathy. Courtney told Kenya, well, I can say things that you have done that is horrific. And then they played a montage of
Mm,
of some horrific things that Kenya
mm,
has done or said, um, to back Courtney's statement up. And then Courtney was like, okay, whatever. I said karma is real. Kenya was like, you she was like, I said what I said. I said karma is real. Okay. And then Kenya was like, you said what you said, and what you said was some bull stuff. And I was like, girl, why is you trying to make, whose moment was that? Was that, because I thought that was two different lines, wasn't it? It was like, I said, I think that was, who said, I said what I said.
Nene
And
said
then
that to
and
Candy.
then
And
and then
then
Candy
Candy
said,
has
and what
said,
you
and she
said was
said
some
it was some
bull
bull.
stuff. Okay, that's what I thought. So you
Hmm.
trying to make both their lines into your line, girl? You can't do that. She was like, "Yeah, you said what you said, but what you said was some bull stuff." Girl, why you couldn't just say, "And you said some bull stuff"? Like, you had to do the whole.
And scene. Listen, she trying to get back in this. She trying to get in this video, and not the video, the movie.
She trying. I'm just trying to be in the video. She was trying to audition, but Candy ain't there. Candy
Mm-mm,
not there.
mm-mm.
Anywho,
And she not gonna
Courtney
audition
said,
you. Have you noticed? Because she just laughed at it like,
"Girl," Courtney said, "And you some bull. You and your BS, and your character is pure evil." And then they have a little back and forth that I didn't care to keep writing about. And then Sheree was like, "We not going nowhere. Can y'all have this conversation tomorrow? Because this day has been exhausting."
not tomorrow.
She was like, we'll talk about this tomorrow. I was like, tomorrow? Why we got to talk about it tomorrow? And this all happened before they even had their entrees.
Mm.
Like,
And she said she was
and
ready to
then
go back to
Kenya
the
tried to
hotel.
steal Sonya drink.
Break. I didn't get that. Like, what was going on? What was taking place?
So Marlo, I will say, I thought Marlo was trying to turn up because Marlo was like, let me get 2 strawberry daiquiris, whatever. I think it was 2 strawberry daiquiris. So they brought the strawberry daiquiri, but apparently one was for her, one was for Sonya, whatever. So when the man brought the drink, Sonya had went to the bathroom. And I guess Kenya tried to act like she didn't know that somebody, I mean, clearly she knew Sonya was sitting next to her. But if they bring a drink and you didn't order this drink, I would think it would be
Don't
safe to
touch it.
assume that the person next to you probably ordered it. Like, Especially if
That
she's
baby
not there to say,
said,
yeah, that's mine or not. Or maybe because she was sitting next to her, she heard that she didn't order a drink, so maybe, so she like, well, she didn't order no drink. So they
but
just
why are
brought an
you putting your
extra drink.
fingers on it? Like, why is your hands touching it? She just was literally like,
Well, we
why?
can't see your fingers.
Oh, I'm
Look, I'm
sorry.
like, I can't. I'm like, we can't see your fingers.
Why are you touching
She
her
had
stuff?
because I didn't know it was hers. I had to
But then just leave
slide
it
it
there. Just leave it there. I know it's not mine, so why would I slide it into my space? I know
because
it's
I
not
was
mine.
thinking, I was
You
thinking
ain't
that maybe
thinking
they brought an
nothing.
extra drink.
No, just don't touch it.
It is crazy because Joe's drink was right there. She had a whole
You
drink.
had an iced coffee or a martini coffee, whatever that junk was.
Something coffee martini,
Espresso.
something chocolate
You
martini.
look
I don't know.
nasty.
One of them things that I don't be thinking I be wanting. I feel like coffee should just be coffee. Alcohol should just be alcohol. But that's just me. But anywho, she tried to steal Sonya drink. Sonya came back like, is that's mine? She was like, oh yeah. Sonya said, can you try to take my drink?
Gotta watch everything, girl.
Marla, or girl, can't have nothing. So then we go into Portugal. It's the last day. Kenya said for the last day, she thinks everyone will be on their P's and Q's to allow Sheree to walk away with something positive and memorable from this trip.
Mm-hmm.
So they go wine tasting. While they're at wine tasting, Marlo gets a text from Ralph. Now, when I tell you she said she had a text from Ralph, I was like, why is Ralph texting Marlo?
I was confused. I was like, he is clowning. I thought it was gonna be something OC like
That nigga is
trying to
drunk.
shoot his shot. Like I was so nervous. I'm for real. I was like,
I
what is
was
he gonna text
too.
her?
I was like, why is he texting her? But
Mm-mm.
okay, so during the fights that she had with Drew or the conversations, she mentioned Ralph, but she wasn't talking about Ralph. Like
Or
she was just.
downplaying him. So I was just like, what was the reason?
You said what?
She wasn't downplaying him at all. So like, what was the reason?
Yeah, because she was like something about. I guess it brought up like their money or whatever, and she was like, "Well, your husband's in the tech field, whatever. Ralph is in the tech field, so blah 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 blah, whatever." And so that's really all she kept saying was Ralph was in the tech field and Ralph does whatever, like, or your husband should know because he's in the tech field and blah, 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 blah. She was never like, girl, what she said in her confessional, Ralph ain't think about you. Ralph don't want you. Like, she was keeping it cute. But I mean, at the same time, I do get like, we don't need to be talking on each other's spouses or even bringing up each other's spouses. However, she didn't say anything bad about him for you to go run and tell him and for him to be texting me talking about some I thought we was cool and that he forgave her last time when she was talking mess, but now it's getting old, so keep his name out her mouth or whatever.
That was so dramatic.
They're all dramatic. Why?
But
They're
no,
just
seriously, like I cannot ever like we could be talking about any and everything. I cannot see Aaron sending a girl a text about something. Y'all handle that. Like that's petty stuff. That ain't about to be
mm-hmm.
playing with, like no, like if that's how she would like out no. No, Ralph. Don't act like Peter.
Girl, I see Peter on the shade room. His workers and stuff is suing him because he don't be paying them no money, and all his little bar ones and stuff is closing down.
See, this is exactly why I didn't want to take no picture with him.
I don't want to be involved in no kind of financial implications. Okay,
Exactly. No.
don't put none of
I
that.
was taking pictures in front of his establishment. They was like, "Oh, there go Peter." Jasmine said it loud too. Jasmine, you want to take a picture with Peter? No. Continue taking my picture by myself. Don't even have him in my background. Get him out. Wait. Let's wait. Let's wait.
No, but yeah. So anywho, yeah, I just
I'm
don't.
sorry, y'all.
I can't see. No, yeah, I can't. That is whack for like a dude to
A
text. If
dude,
anything,
like,
she could have just been like, I talked to Ralph about it, and Ralph said, or even when he saw her next time, like, hey, I thought we was doing, we could have had like an in person conversation, but to
but it
text
ain't
me and
even
then
worth
on
it in
top of that,
person. Like,
I mean, it's your wife, so you're gonna believe your wife,
forget
but it's like,
about it.
but it's like, but what did she say that he's like? Did she tell you what she said? Like, because
If I was Marlo, that's what I would have texted back. Like, boy, what I say about you?
like I said, you was in a tech. Either way it go, Marlo apologized. She was a bigger person, so she was like, she apologized. Kenya said, let's leave it where it is. The women start doing the wine tasting. They start getting tipsy. They feeling good. Who was it when a lady was like, she brought out the one wine and she was like, oh, anybody have a empty glass? And she was
And
like, I
Drew.
do. And she was like, ooh, you my kind of girl. I was like, yes, baby, yes, because if I'm gonna do this wine tasting, I'm
Okay, I need to taste all the wine you have available. Okay.
woo. So Sonya said, lots of wine is the key to healing this group, okay? Because they was all giggling and just having a nice little time. Then the native folks came and did a little dance for them. Drew talking about stuff. Oh, and the
The
pilgrims,
pilgrims.
the pilgrims came. The producer was like, "Why are you calling them pilgrims?" She was like, "What? Were they not pilgrims?" Oh, delete this.
You know who she remind me of?
Portia,
Yes.
when she be having her moment,
Yes. I'm like, what are you talking about?
the
I mean,
pilgrims
I know
came.
I'm not the brightest either, but I
I
just
wouldn't have
some
called them
things I just
pilgrims. I
like.
would
I
have been
just
like,
love
"Oh,
the older people came out or
that's why I
something.
put the native folks. I put the native because I don't know their names. I know they wasn't pilgrims. But that
Just
baby said
the folks over
when she
there.
said pilgrims in the confessional, I was like, those are pilgrims. And
I
then the
was looking.
producer, the producer said, why are you calling them pilgrims? I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't tripping because I didn't know pilgrims was. I didn't think. I thought pilgrims were gone. Like I didn't. If we had pilgrims present day, let us know because I don't
All
know.
I know about pilgrims is like Thanksgiving when they be.
Thanksgiving. How they came and they were some colonizers. Pilgrims are colonizers. They did came and did whatever to the Indians, massacred the Indians. We ain't got time for that.
Oh
Mm-mm.
Lord Jesus!
Listen. But anywho, they end the trip dancing with the native folks. Overall, the trip was really nice. Uh, well, overall, the trip was not all that healing. Um, there wasn't a lot of healing that happened. Sonya said, "Well, shoot, Drew got issues with Candy, Marlo, Courtney." Kenya said one thing that healed on this trip was her tailbone. Um, and then Monietta attempted to teach everybody the Beyonce Cuff It Challenge dance. Um, and when
That's where
they
I'm so slow because I was like, why do that dance look so familiar? I
because she
forgot all
said,
about
"Let's
the
do the cuff
TikTok.
it." Let's do the cuff it challenge. And I was like, because I wouldn't have known what it was
Mm-hmm.
until I heard her. Yes. But when she did it slow, she's like, okay, one. When they sped that thing up, them folks in the back was like,
He said, yep.
yeah, that same the little old white man with the glasses. He was like,
He looked around like, oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
well, I had it when we was doing the slow version.
When y'all did slow, I had it.
She was like, all right, regular speed. No, 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 no. He was like, ooh, yeah. He tried it. Nope. That'll be yep.
That'll
I
do it. You ain't
You
got
ain't
to.
got to worry about me. Let me go on the exit stage. And that'll do it, y'all. That was episode. It wasn't all
Mm-hmm.
that great. It was just stupid stuff. Like, Drew's a
He was
liar.
real petty.
Yeah. Drew just be lying for no reason. Candy wasn't in the episode at all. She went home. Marlo was trying to be the bigger person, I guess. I feel like Marlo was getting a bad rap this episode and she ain't do nothing other
All
than
she did was tell the truth.
girl. All she
She
did was
said,
tell
yeah,
the
I did
truth.
that. Mm-hmm.
Girl, whatever. We'll see. I think was that next week? Next show, Toya was gonna be on there. Her and
Mm-hmm.
Candy and
Toya
Drew
and
was
Cynthia.
talking.
Cynthia
They
coming.
filmed a reunion um for Housewives of Atlanta. So I think that because when I was watching Speak on it, she was like, "Oh, when she was talking to the girl that was on the show with her, she was like,
Mm-hmm.
and then later today or tomorrow, I go to the reunion." Then they showed some clips of her getting ready to go off to the reunion. So
Mm.
they have filmed the reunion already. Um, And we shall see what happens. She was saying, Candy was like, she's not as nervous going to this reunion. She said normally she'd be kind of nervous. Because
Nervous
you just
about
don't
what?
know. Because
Oh,
you really don't know. Well, she probably ain't had like a whole lot of drama this season, so she probably feel a little bit better, going
Candy.
into it. I mean, not that nothing that hasn't been resolved.
Oh, because I'm
Like
like Candy started out.
yeah, but I'm saying like
Funny.
stuff that's like I ain't finna. Or if we
Yeah.
gotta rehash it, we can just rehash it. Ain't no big deal because it
Hmm.
wasn't like no real drama. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
her and Courtney, that wasn't real drama. Her and Marlo, that wasn't no real drama.
Marlo
We
felt
all
like it
know.
was real drama.
Exactly. So but that's a Marlo problem. Like, girl, that's a you issue. She said the only thing
Mm.
is, of course, when you watch the show and then you watch what people are saying, whatever, because she was kind of like thrown aback by the fact that like Drew was telling Sheree, because she said Sheree did tell her that Drew said that she was trying to use the whole she kissed Toya thing
Hype her
to
up for the
no,
scene.
it wasn't even hyper for the movie. It was like to promote the movie or like to promote it. She's
What?
using this for promotion or whatever else. And she was like, girl, she was like, yeah, Sheree told me. She was like, so then when she seen Drew kind of talk about it on the show and Drew say that to Sheree or whatever, and she like, girl, what? She was so then Candy had did the whole timeline like her and Toya kissed way back when. On the reunion, I said they kissed. On the reunion, Toya said they kissed. When this was all going on, wasn't no movie even thought about to
Mm.
be,
At least Candy
taken
didn't know
way
about
ahead
it.
of time to be like, well, we're gonna make this up and we're gonna put it on Drew, and then we're gonna put her in the movie and we're gonna do the girl. But yeah, y'all. So
Oh.
we shall see next week. Oh, Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, somebody's supposed to be on her next week, but we'll see. I don't know what she coming in for. Is she coming in to
To tell the
solidify?
truth.
Like, girl, yes, you kissed that girl, but I mean, at this point, it don't even matter because Drew was out here with that other lady, so we'll see. But all right, y'all. Allegedly, she was out here. I don't know what was
Mm.
going on with her and that girl. But all right, y'all. We was sleepy, so we always be
Mhm.
sleepy.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
trying to we be trying to get this stuff to y'all, but we'll see y'all next week. We hope you guys have a great week. If you've enjoyed this episode, click the like button, like this video, share. And if you enjoy our content, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Come see about us. I seen in the comments. I know you responded to Mama Elaine, but she was in the comments asking about your um hoodie. It's in the link. Click the link in the description. It's in there where you can buy your merch. You can find the hoodie
Girl,
there. I did. What happened?
I saw that duffel bag. I got to go back to get that duffel bag. I said, when did we get? I had because when I had went to go get the link for Mama E, I said, when did we get this?
Yo, we got some really cute merch.
Listen,
Okay, y'all need
it's
to listen.
cute. It's
Listen, we
cute.
do. Because I was like, okay, yeah, I think, I don't know. I feel like I didn't see the duffel bag either until recently. And I was like, oh, we got duffel bag, whatever. But yes, we had duffel bag. And then I did end up just putting the logo on the side to get it off of the middle.
Oh, good. Because I was
So
like, I did have to
okay.
customize it. And then I saw
Yes.
some more hoodies on there too. So I was just like,
Yes.
I like those
Yeah, there's
colors.
some more. So all right, y'all. Click the link, click subscribe, click the like button, click the share button, do all of those things, and watch our podcast. Last week we was talking about Carly and everything else. We talk about other stuff too. Check out some old episodes. And we got a new episode coming out next Friday. Okay, so we'll talk to y'all later, but we'll see y'all first next Wednesday for episode. I don't even know episode we on 13, I think. Episode
13. Okay.
13 of this. So, all right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Thank you for
Peace
watching.
out.
We'll
Thank
see you
you. Love
later.
you.